From the creators of the hit series Monster, the Jeffrey Dahmer Story comes Monsters, the Lyle and Erik Menéndez Story, a new series on Netflix based on a real crum that shocked the world. Here are 10 interesting facts about this second season of Monster. Number 1. Dahmer premiered without promotion. It's unclear whether it was because Netflix didn't have faith in the project, believed users would simply find it in the catalog, or were hesitant to publicize the racist and cennibalistic serial core. Dahmer remains one of Netflix's most-watched series, currently ranking 3rd on the English language list, behind only Stranger Things and Wednesday. The point is that after the production's success, producer Ryan Murphy was tasked with creating a new season. This time, the focus is on the real-life case of Lyle and Erik Menéndez, the brothers who were convicted in 1996 for the mardeirs of their parents, Jose and Mary Louise Kitty Menéndez. While the prosecution argued that they were motivated by a desire to inherit the family fortune, the brothers claimed, and maintain to this day, while serving life sentences, that their actions were driven by fear of a life of physical, emotional, and sexual abuse at the hands of their parents. This would be the first season to feature 2 monsters. Number 2. The truth is that this story has been covered in more than 10 documentaries. One of the most notable is from 2017 by HLN, which released a documentary series called How It Really Happened with Hill Harper. The episode, titled The Menendez Brothers, Mardeirs in Beverly Hills, ends with a phone interview of Lyle from prison with Chris Cuomo. But without a doubt, one of the most controversial was in May 2023, when Pete Cook released a documentary series titled Menendez plus Menudo, Boys Betrayed, featuring Puerto Rican singer and former Menudo member Roy Rossello, who claimed that he was sexually assaulted at the age of 14 by Jose Menendez, the father of the brothers. This accusation has been key in the brothers' defense as they tirelessly seek their freedom, requesting a new hearing in response to the claims of the former band member. Number 3. After the Mardeirs, the house was bought years later by mystery novel screenwriter William Link, co-creator of Mardeirs, she wrote. He reportedly acquired the house in 1993 and lived there for 8 years. The house went back on the market in April 2001 and was bought by telecommunications executive Sam DeLuise that same year for around $3.7 million. He made renovations, but the exterior remains very similar to how it looked at the time of the Mardeirs. Tour buses still pass by the mansion, which is easily visible from the street. It was put up for sale again in December 2023. The listing came months after the Peacock documentary series Menendez plus Menudo, Boys Betrayed renewed interest in the infamous Mardeirs case. The California house where the Menendez brothers collied their parents was purchased this year by a wealthy Iranian family. The 9,063 square foot, 7-bedroom property, located in one of Los Angeles' best neighborhoods, Beverly Hills, sold for $17 million. Experts say this is about 25% below the current market value. The reason? The fact that a Mardeirs occurred there can scare away buyers, so there is almost always a discounted price. Still, it was more than 4 times what the local businessman paid for the house in 2001. It turned out to be a good investment. Number 4. This is also not the first time this story has been adapted into a series or even movies, with 3 film adaptations. Among the most recent is a 2017 Lifetime movie called Menendez, Blood Brothers, where Lyle was portrayed by Nico Tortorella and Erik by Michael Olivier. The other 2 films were released in 1994. This story has also been referenced in various movies, series, and shows, such as The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Third Rock, Supernatural, and even Saturday Night Live. The most significant adaptation was part of the famous Law and Order franchise, where NBC aired Law and Order True Crime, The Menendez Mardeirs in 2017, an 8-episode special that detailed the Mardeirs, investigation, arrests, and trials. The series portrayed the brothers more sympathetically, focusing on the defense led by attorney Leslie Abramson and the allegations of physical and sexual abuse. At its premiere at the Paley Center for Media, family and friends of Lyle attended and praised the depiction of the brothers in the series. Number 5. The two brothers are played by two relatively new actors in the industry. On one hand, we have Cooper Koch, who plays the younger brother Erik. He was born in the US on July 16, 1996, and acting is literally in his blood. He is also the nephew of producer Hawk Koch. He made his debut at age 11 in the movie The Thomas Crown Affair. After being away from the screens, in 2020, he played a leading role in the TV movie The Christmas I Wish For, and more recently, in 2022, he starred in two LGBT-themed films, the horror film Swallowed and the thriller They Slashed Them. Playing the older brother Lyle, we have Nicholas Alexander Chavez, also American. He was born on September 6, 1999, in Houston, Texas. He became interested in acting while playing Atticus Finch in To Call a Mockingbird in high school, after another student called in sick. It wasn't until 2021 that he made his television debut as Spencer Cassidy on General Hospital, for which he won a Daytime Emmy Award for Best Younger Actor in a Drama Series. The most surreal thing for him is that just 12 months earlier, he was selling cars in Florida. And besides Monster, Chavez also has another upcoming project, a thriller called Grotesque, also created by Ryan Murphy, where Taylor Swift's boyfriend, Travis Kelce, will also be involved. Number 6. The most recent development in the Menendez brothers case occurred in August 2024. In light of the accusations made by singer Roy Rossello in the aforementioned documentary and the supposed discovery of a letter sent by Erik in January 1989 to his cousin detailing his father's abase, the brothers' legal representation filed a habeas corpus petition with the Los Angeles Superior Court. They argue that this information should be considered evidence to overturn their life sentences and grant a new trial. At the time of the crime, Lyle was 21 years old, and Erik was 18. Today, they are 56 and 53 years old. They have now spent more time in prison than outside of it. While in prison, both married women who were not incarcerated, even though the state of California does not allow conjugal visits for those serving life sentences for murder. Erik is still married to Tammy Saccoman, whom he married in 1999 in a jail waiting room. She even self-published a book in 2005 titled They Said We'd Never Make It, My Life with Erik Menendez. Lyle, on the other hand, divorced his first wife, Anna Erickson, a former model, after less than a year and later got together with Rebecca Sneed, a magazine editor. They met through letters 10 years before getting married in 2003 in a ceremony held in the prison visiting area. Number 7. The series itself stays true to real events, like coffee to make salmon taste better, the robberies they committed before, cheating on tests, parents worried about AIDS, Erik writing a script with his ex-best friend about a boy who kills his parents to get insurance money, which his mother ironically helped transcribe without paying much attention to the plot. After their parents' deaths, it is estimated that the brothers spent over $500,000 on vacations, parties, and more. Lyle bought a Porsche, Erik a Jeep, or Rolex watch, and even a restaurant. They tried to convince others to testify in their favor, such as Erik asking his girlfriend to lie and say that his father had made advances on her. And yes, the story about Lyle's fake hair is true. According to them, their mother pulled off his hairpiece during an argument, causing Lyle to feel ashamed in front of his brother, leading Erik to confess the alleged abuses and starting the sinister plan to end their parents' lives. Erik is portrayed as someone sensitive and vulnerable, as confirmed by those closest to him, to the point that he felt remorseful and went to Dr. Oziel to confess everything to feel better. He is also shown as someone who was homosexual and had sexual relations with inmates. There was even a time when Erik Menendez considered becoming an actor and model. Philip Kearney, a former photographer from West Hollywood, took photos of Erik as a model and had a brief relationship with him in 1988. He described the relationship as more spiritual than physical. Number 8. Jose Menendez was a prominent music executive in the 1980s, during Menudo's heyday. He had come to the U.S. from Cuba at 16, escaping Fidel Castro. He went to live with relatives and earned a scholarship to the University of Illinois. However, before graduating, he decided to move to New York with Kitty, a middle-class girl from Chicago who worked as a teacher. They married in 1963. Intelligent and diligent, he quickly rose through the ranks. When he joined the company Hertz, the world opened up to him. Soon, Hertz was bought by RCA, and that's how Jose ended up involved in the entertainment and music world. He became vice president and later moved to Live Entertainment. At the end of his life, he held one of the highest positions at Carolco Pictures. Jose had achieved the American dream, going from dishwasher to millionaire. They gave their children everything: a convertible Mercedes-Benz, the best schools and universities, full-time tutors for any sport they chose, and vacations abroad. They lacked nothing. But Lyle and Erik didn't seem satisfied. Jose Menendez's relatives said that he had written a will on his computer. They knew because he had mentioned it to them, but before they could access the document, it was discovered that it had been accidentally deleted by Lyle. It was never known what Jose had written. Number 9. Jose's mistress was also real. Kitty changed completely after discovering that her husband had been cheating on her for 6 years. Kitty met and spoke with the mistress outside an office building where the woman worked. And instead of the hysteria we might have expected from the way Kitty was portrayed during the trial, according to Pamela Bozanik, the prosecutor who spoke with the woman, she was pleasant and even cordial. Two women who loved the same man. Speaking of him, the mistress decided not to testify at the trial. Number 10. Murphy confirmed at the Monster premiere on September 16, 2024, that Season 3 will feature Charlie Hunnam, known for Sons of Anarchy, as the lead, and will focus on the story of a chilling homicide, Ed Gein, also known as the Butcher of Plainfield. He was an American murderer and grave robber whose case inspired several iconic horror movie characters, including those in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Gein was arrested in 1957 in his small Wisconsin town after the police found human remains in his home. Production will begin in October. But that's all for today's video. I'll be reading your comments, and see you in the next video.